Okay guys, welcome back to another raw, unfiltered presentation. And before you click off, if you just listen for 5 minutes, trust me, you'll be able to take on as much stress as kings. And I've also left the best methods to the end. So either skip to watch them, or just watch like a normal functioning person. So today's gonna be about stress tolerance. And what's the difference between you, or a leader, or a CEO, or a king, or an emperor, or a president? It's stress tolerance. The amount of decisions, people under the leader whose lives can be impacted, casualties, it all comes down to stress tolerance, and the higher you have it, the more you can do anything. So if you're looking to boost your stress tolerance to white room levels, let's dive deep into some unique, esoteric strategies that go beyond the basics. We're not talking about meditation or growth mindset, so let's begin. So the first slide is a mindset change. It's transforming stress into a catalyst for growth. So you want to think about stress differently. Instead of seeing it as a burden, view it as a challenge to conquer. This mindset shift turns every stressful situation into an opportunity for personal growth. It's about thriving under pressure, not surviving. It's just like I said before. So stress is a privilege. Remember, in order to be the king, the man who withstands the most stress wins. Stress equals gains, bro. So step 1 is mastering biohacking. Biohacking is so essential because you want your body and your brain to be functioning at peak ability in order to take on as much stress as possible. So that involves like making your diet into 4 to 5 ingredients in total, not eating seed oils. Then also tracking your heart rate variability. This comes down to having like an Apple Watch, maybe using your iPhone, I don't know if it works, having a Whoop band, having like those tracker watches. If you can track your heart rate variability, have it to like 30 or 20, you will be at Olympic level fitness, and the amount of stress you could take is gonna be literally insane. So if you guys are able to do this, try to do this. If you can't, just try to keep it in mind. Try to do things that lower your heart rate variability, such as like sleeping a lot, drinking like at least 5 to 6 liters of water, and breathing really deeply. Like your stomach should be unlocked, your like balls should be moving, etc. Alright, so moving on to the next slide. Exposure therapy. Face your fears head on. So you want to start small and gradually expose yourself to more challenging situations. It's like weight training for your mind. Over time, what once seemed daunting, it becomes manageable and boosting your confidence and stress tolerance. So you want to just do things that are scary, so then when you do other things that are scary, it's not as scarier as the last one. So for example, sparring. You won't be scared of a street fight because you spar all the time. And another small things you can do is like, for example, look over here, you can just talk to someone when you're on the elevator. A lot of you guys are from India, so I don't know if there's elevators in India, but like, say you're just walking down the street, you see one guy, be like, yo, what's up? And like public speaking, you see that guy public speaking, if you public speak a lot, you speak a lot around like 10, 20 people, then just speaking to one person is gonna be way more easier. So we're talking about stress tolerance, but how did the ancients relieve their stress? Like, how did they handle stress? It was all through Stoicism. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it teaches you a practical toolkit for stress tolerance. It teaches you to distinguish between what you can control and what you can't. Focusing your energy wisely, by practicing Stoic exercises, you can train yourself to maintain tranquility and chaos. So you guys already know this, so I'm just gonna tell you guys an actual exercise you can do in Stoicism to actually relieve all stress and just be able to handle 100 times more stress. So start with the daily exercise of negative visualization. So it involves contemplating potential negative outcomes in your life, and not to dwell on them, but to appreciate what you have and to prepare for your challenges. So this practice helps you stay calm in the face of adversity. Alright, now we're going to be talking about cognitive flexibility, thinking on your feet. So this is the most important part, because like the easiest way to beat stress is thinking logically. And how better to think logically than increasing your cognitive abilities. So stress often clouds judgment. Enhancing your cognitive flexibility with activities like speed chess or tactical games that can force you to make quick decisions is like agility training for your brain, helping your brain stay sharp under pressure. So ways to increase your cognitive abilities are to do my 8-week cognitive ability boost program. Is in the link in the description below, or dual and back training. Alright, now we're going to be talking about cognitive flexibility, thinking on your feet. So this is the most important part, because like the easiest way to beat stress is thinking logically, and how better to think logically than increasing your cognitive abilities. So stress often clouds judgment. Enhancing your cognitive flexibility with activities like speed chess or tactical games that can force you to make quick decisions is like agility training for your brain, helping your brain stay sharp under pressure. So ways to increase your cognitive abilities are to do my 8-week cognitive ability boost program. Is in the link in the description below, or dual and back training. Alright, next is visualize to materialize. So this is more than daydreaming. It's about creating a vivid mental blueprint of handling stress. So regular visualization embeds like these scenarios in your brain. So when stress hits, you're ready with a game plan. So for example, if you're like ready to like do something really like important, like taking a speech or fighting, you can envision it moments before, like an hour before, and just try to envision like what's going to happen like as realistically as possible. So when you actually go and do the event, it's like you've been there 1,000 times, like you can visualize it 1,000 times. So let's move on to the next slide. Advanced breathing techniques beyond the basics. So this is the Wim Hof breathing method. We all do this every day in my 1-year white run program, link in the description. So explore techniques like box breathing or the Wim Hof breathing method. You can just find these on YouTube. These aren't your average deep breaths or meditation. They're structured methods to regulate your body's stress response or give you a sense of control in tense situations. So if you're feeling really stressed right now, you can just search up the Wim Hof breathing method and do it. Because like this is Wim Hof, and look at this guy, bro. He looks hella cool, bro. He's in like the snow and shit. Neuro-linguistic programming. So NLP involves changing how you speak to yourself about stress. So for example, reframe "I must not fail" to "I will succeed." It's about programming your mind to respond to stress with a success-oriented mindset. So you can do further research on this. I already talked about this a lot, so I don't want to go and repeat myself, but yeah. Peace on the street.